an amazing day. And remember that whatever's not working in your life, it's not working for a reason. There's something better coming. Keep your mindset to a point where every closed door is just an opening for a million other doors.
Before I die, they gon' remember me. But being in these streets and slanging heat ain't dug no enemies. I want the toughest nigga, I ain't never prayed up on a week. And your little baby mama live.
What's going on, y'all? Today we're gonna do that part 2 of that Tupac and Sway interview. Let's keep it going.
Win or do I lose? I know one day they're gonna shut the game down, but I have to have as much fun and get around the board as many times as I can before it's my turn to leave.
That's for real.
And that's it.
That's for real. We chilling with Tupac right now. We're gonna come back with some more Tupac. We just lounging in this trailer. Me and Allie, at the set. All right, we'll be right back. Hey, we back chilling with Tupac. This man is multimedia. Not only is he a recording artist, he's also an actor. But before we get into the acting, I want to say, how did you first get down with Suge Knight and Death Row?
Suge, I used to always see Suge. When they did the soundtrack for Murder Was the Case, it was when I was going through all those legal problems, and he was like, yo, give me a song, dog. And I was like, yeah, you can get whatever you want. Gave him a song, and it was like the most I ever got for a soundtrack. I mean, the most I ever got for a song. It was damn near album budget. I mean, I think I got like something like 200,000 or 150,000 for one song. And the song, they didn't even
Manipulate. He knew he had to pay the cost. He already knew.
use it, but I still got paid. You know what I mean? I got paid for everything I did on the soundtrack. And I think I did like 2 songs or something. And I remember when he did it like, yo, it wasn't even like because he was jocking me. He did it because he knew I was having crazy legal problems. And I was a man. He had asked me to come to Death Row, and I was like, I ain't ready. And instead of like...
He targeted you because you were desperate. That's like homeless people being up there in Buckhead, be like to stand on the corners on certain places because they know certain people going... Yeah.
Taking it personal, he just did that for me, and I appreciated that. So when I'm in jail and I'm sitting there, what made me do the Death Row thing, because I was really gonna quit rapping, but then Puffy and Biggie and all of them came out in the vibe, and they lied and they twisted the facts, and all I wanted to do was end everything. All I wanted to do was end everything and walk away from shit. You know what I mean? Like how Scarface and all them niggas do. I want to get out the game. I'm trying to get out the game. They want to dirty up my memory. They want to dirty up everything I worked for. So it made me come back. Instead of quitting, it made me come back more relentless to destroy what in fact is my comrades. To destroy what you...
It's always like I tell people that be when I swear to God, the biggest times I ever been disrespected is always when I'm tired and hungry. I swear to God, I don't know what it is about that. When you finally ready to be done with something, that's when stuff just say, nah, you ain't, keep going.
To be my homeboys, what I work for, my closest clique. You know what I mean? I work hard all my life as far as this music business to make it East Coast, West Coast love and make everybody feel comfortable. And I dreamed of the days when I can go to New York and be comfortable and they can come out here and be comfortable. So it's not like when people say, why are you doing it East Coast? It's not like it's not silly at all. But you can't disrespect the love. You can't disrespect the peace treaty. That's just like when the Indians made deals with the white dudes and they would just come and rape their women and shoot them up and then leave. No, the Indians ain't gonna love white people no more. They gonna wanna kick up some dust until we think about it and renegotiate the terms of the treaty, and that's what I'm talking about.
That's where y'all at right now.
We gotta have this beef and this war and these words and this dialogue until we can renegotiate the terms of the treaty. I love the East Coast. I'm from the East Coast, but they have to understand that you can't just be saying shit about us and think that we're not gonna take it personal. You can't just be calling us fakers and pretenders and non-creative motherfuckers and we can't freestyle and this and that and this and think we just gonna be like, oh.
I do notice that. I think every New Yorker I know, and some people from Philly always will be like, they styles be different. They make their own styles up and they downplay. I don't know. It's like they have like a certain level of they have a certain level of disrespect toward everybody else. I don't know what that is. Okay, man. I'm sorry because some people take everything I say literal. It's not like they really beef with people over what people's styles are. It's like they have their own opinion about the way they dress and the way they style be. They think they just the originator of like certain stuff. I'm like, man, come on, bro. It's like they think other people don't have styles or something. I be like, bro. And I love somebody from New York. I really do. I'm just giving like an observation. It's like, damn, bro. I do notice that too. They do be like y'all ain't doing this. Y'all ain't no original people. New York, man, we created that. We did it. I'm like, damn, look at you. I love people be in their mode, bro. Look at you.
That's cool, we love them because they started it. Hell nah, we gonna take it personal, just like a kid would when his bigger brother who ain't doing shit is all of a sudden. You know, that's just like the little brother making hella cash and the bigger brother's like, you owe it all to me. That's wrong, you know what I mean? Don't be mad because the little nigga's coming up. You know what I mean?
Now, do you think the East Coast, West Coast rivalry is like both coasts? Or because a lot of people think it's more Bad Boy Death Row.
It is. It's not both coasts. What it is was that the East Coast, the people on the East Coast are real proud, real cultural, and real strong, just like we are on the West Coast. And so what happened was Biggie came at a time, just like what Hitler did with the Jews. Biggie came at a time when they were open to somebody saying, we're the master race, and these guys are nothing, and they're pretenders, and this is why we not making it in the business is because of these guys. This is why we not doing nothing because of these guys. So the East Coast really not hating us, really not knowing nothing about us, but just listening to their supposed to be leader. You know, listening to the person that was representing for them. Like, yeah, okay, well, Biggie, you know, he from Brooklyn, woo. You know what I mean? And that's what happened. And so all of a sudden, people saying stuff that they didn't even know was what they was doing was like ending our culture when we started. We held it down for y'all. That's how I felt. I was in tears like, what? When y'all was out there on some, when LL was dancing with women in silver suits and niggas was on some other shit, which I'm not mad at because I might do that one day. And I love them niggas, you know what I mean? But I'm saying when you was being creative and wanting to try other boundaries, we was holding it down with this hardcore shit. Yeah. It might not have been what you wanted, but it kept rap alive for years. It kept money coming in.
Look, I'm being petty as hell right now, but I think I've seen somewhere where somebody was like, one song Tupac had, I don't know which one it was, but he was dissing LL, and he just made me think of that just then.
Let them notice us. So how could you look at us now and be like, this ain't good enough? You know what I mean? We the broken home. Y'all ain't teach us this. We ain't come from we ain't got no subways or graffiti. We learned this, I mean, in spite of the gangs, in spite of all of that, we came up with this culture. You know what I mean? So I felt like we never got what we deserved. And I took it personal because I'm from the East Coast and I know about that culture, but I know about this culture because I was here when it was being put down. So now I'm doing what the East Coast would have did if the West Coast did this to the East Coast. I'm riding for my side. You know what I mean? You wrong. This is not right. Recognize us. And the only way the East Coast gonna recognize us is for us to do it on records, my money, my sales, and by representing it. Just like KRS-One. When PM Dawn got on stage and he had talk shit about him, what did KRS-One do? So why are people telling me I'm wrong for doing what I'm doing? They love KRS-One. He is hip-hop. Am I correct?
That's true.
Right. So I'm hip-hop. I'm mad at Biggie. I'm rushing the nigga. What's the problem?
That's real.
East Coast separate themselves.
You know the sad part is, the way he coming off right now remind me of how 6ix9ine be defending himself in interviews, but he'll, you know, everybody, you know, yeah. But I'm saying like, it'd be funny because, like, don't, you know, come, like, at least Tupac didn't make a fool of himself though. Like, I'm just stating similarities like that. Damn, bro. Damn. That's crazy, man. Because I'm looking at how he just said, you know, if it was the other way around, you know, what would y'all do? And I'm thinking about this whole Gunna and Young Thug thing, and people trying to slowly brush it up on the rug. Because a lot of people in the comments, you know, for any type of, like, statements that's being made, so and they was like, well, y'all ain't doing, why y'all ain't doing 6ix9ine like that? Because they trying to, like, basically hide Gunna, and you know, I don't even hear them playing him at the clubs no more. That's crazy. I don't know. I just thought that was funny.
But Biggie, we'll do shows in the East. Everything is beautiful, but so far the East Coast has been with all interviews I read, every letter I read. Niggas is like, fuck Tupac, Biggie this, Biggie, like he's representative of the East Coast. So that's why I attack as though I do, because I'm a general and I'm a smart general, and I'm not gonna attack at no blind soldiers. I'm gonna attack at those attacking me. Only reason people was mad now is because I came out of jail and made this shit a reality. When I got out of jail, the West Coast, East Coast shit was really started. California love, what I was saying, put it down. And now
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I know it's kind of fucked up because some people really was like really beefing over the East Coast, West Coast stuff. Ain't no telling, you know, for the people whose stories weren't told that lost their life doing it, you know, rest in peace. But bro, I wish I could have low key been there when that started. When he got out of jail and dropped, I wonder how hype y'all was. Like, I really wish I could have been there, bro. Like the experience, like a song dropping now. Like we got weak stuff now with the new generation crap. But if I was back there, I know y'all was hyped. I know y'all was hyped, bro.
Niggas is mad because money is fucked up. Attitudes have changed. It's not as safe as it used to be. Niggas gotta think about their business steps, and that's what I wanted to happen. Now let's go to the table. Let's talk. Let's make peace. Let's work it out.
Look, I'm sorry for pause. How your life get fucked up over people for a lot of people? Because it's like nowadays, I hate for someone to say that's they beef. You know, that celebrity beef. You know, they say they big on that. And everybody being they feelings now. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry, but like back then it was all about getting into celebrity beef. Like they beef was a beef. That's funny. My life I can't make a business or create this business over here because they having these damn 20-year-olds having a beef that I don't even know and don't know me. I can't start my business because it's on this side of town. That's crazy. But people always nowadays talking about something. They be on me about don't be choosing sides with. I ain't gonna even say his name because that's gonna start a whole. I ain't gonna be petty. I was just gonna be petty. I had to think about like, why am I even care? No, man, the choosing sides thing is sick. Cause nowadays they be like, that's their problem. But back then, that's really wild, bro.
Community the money.
So you saying with a conversation with guys like Puffy, Biggie, and that whole East Coast?
Sit down and conversate with Puffy or Biggie because that's like Scarface sitting down with the dude he overthrew. You know what I mean? They not on my level, but I can sit down with the OGs from there, which we are doing. People don't even know we not beefing with the East Coast. We starting Death Row East with Eric B, all the OG niggas out there from the East Coast. We got Kane, Christopher Williams, all these artists. We trying to get Bobby Brown, all these artists. We trying to put the East Coast Death Row just like the West Coast Death Row and make it major. You know what I mean? Right, but we not doing that until we get this business settled. And even while we doing that, we trying to get the Wu-Tang niggas because I love them niggas. I feel as though they represent the East Coast how we represent the West Coast. And I love them. You know what I mean? So that's what we trying to do. We doing it like if everybody raps is what they really think, then everybody should understand what I'm doing because it's gangster shit number one, it's war shit number two, and it's all by the rules of the game. You know what I mean? I'm doing shit, I'm calling for dialogue. I'm gathering attention for dialogue, which is what you do in the struggle for power.
That's real, that's real. We still chilling with Tupac. It's intense. I love this, brother. I like this. My man keeping it real. We're going to come back with more Tupac right here.
Well, I want to. That's so profound what you're saying.
But it's real, huh?
It's real. It's so real. I never thought
but
about
it's
it.
realer
It's
than what
so
brothers.
profound.
They see people think it's realer than what they think.
People think I just got out of jail and was like, just because I got shot on the East Coast, I'm like, fuck the East Coast.
Yeah.
You know, half the rappers from the East Coast was there when I got shot. Nobody knew a thing. That's just like you coming to the hood, the police ask them what happened, and everybody's like, I don't know. You know they lying. And all I was doing with me and we homeboys, and he got shot. No, I wouldn't tell him who did it, but I wouldn't go ride on niggas who did it, but he would want to know who did it. Then I'd be like, look, man, these niggas from Watts did it. This is why they want to talk to you. When. That's how I do it. Just like when the niggas from the 60s wanted to get a stretch. I went to them personally and talked to them. I do it by the rules of etiquette. So I got shot. I'm like, yo, what happened? Come see me in jail. Biggie all in the air to my ear pockets, my homeboy wound, but not see me. My homeboy stretch. Biggie all in the air to my ear pockets, my homeboy wound, but not see me. My homeboy Stretch is going to Biggie's concerts. Niggas is like abandoning me. But all in the air and on TV, they like, yeah, Pop, rest, keep the struggle on. I was like, yo, I'm starting to turn into like Slick Rick. Niggas is just going to act like I'm going to just be in jail and they going to give me shout outs and try to take my position. And if you watch, that's what Biggie did. Listen to us. I was there, nigga. I trained the nigga. He used to be under me like my lieutenant. The nigga, I used to come to New York. I used to do shows and let the nigga come on before I did Keep Your Head Up and Get Around. Because nobody knew the nigga in New York. And I used to tell a nigga, yo, if you want to make your money, you got to rap for the bitches. Do not rap for the niggas. I told the nigga, don't rap for the niggas. Rap for the bitches. The bitches will buy your records and the niggas want what the bitches want. So all of a sudden, he changed from being listen to party and bullshit. Listen to his style. He changed from that to Big Papa. Because of me. He had my album, Me Against the World was the second one. He had the first one. I changed everything because Ready to Die came out and it sounded like my album. All my album was about, dealing with death. And then he came out Ready to Die and I had to switch it.
Wow.
That's why it was less East Coast rap, East Coast beats, because Biggie had just took my shit.
That's what, but you can listen to it. That's what that was his success too, because he took like
Listen,
West Coast sound.
we flipped it. I told him that. I told him that. I trained. He was supposed to be Thug Life. All while he was coming up, I used to let him come on stage with me. He was screaming Thug Life.
Hey, cause I
He
saw
was
you
like,
at
I
the
hate
Palladium.
Brooklyn. I hate New York. I'm out with them niggas puppy cheating me. Woo, woo, woo. All of a sudden, he blew up, and he wasn't saying Thug Life. So I started getting mad, and I was seeing niggas' place. He was hugging me, yo, Pop. Yo, thank you. He's the only nigga that woo, woo. But he told me, like, about a week before I got shot, he knew the nigga that was shot me, and he was like, Pop, don't hang around this nigga. You know, we walked in with the nigga that shot me, that ended up shooting me. He's like, Pop, don't fuck with this nigga, because I knew the nigga too. He was my co-defendant. And I was like, what you mean? He's like, I'll talk to you about it later. And we didn't talk. The next time I saw him was at the studio where I got shot. So I knew he knew what happened. So I was like, Biggie, what happened? He kept sending me messages like a bitch, you know, like I'm gonna come see you. No, nigga, what happened? While I'm in jail, strangers is telling me, yo, you don't know? Biggie homeboy shot you. Cause they bragging, they telling they niggas in jail, yo, we just got popped, woo, woo, woo. And my cousin was in jail in New York, cause I got family out there. He's sitting right there.
Wow, bro. That's your man. Wow. Yo. That make you damn. Damn. How the fuck? Biggie got too many red flags, I'm sorry. It ain't even the fact of it ain't even the fact of like not being there. It's the fact that he honestly showed it. Like he showed he was on some weird energy type shit anyway. Cause Pop, one thing you know, even though they say don't entertain like a bunch of clowns so you be part of the circus, one thing about a person that do overreact and do talk a lot and don't listen and be, you know, all rah and shit, it's some truth within. It's some reasoning in why they do what they do. Like people that just be yelling at whoever that they beefing with and they're always calling them scenes. It's a reason why they act like that. Biggie always try to, you know, you listening to Puff. See, Puff, he was giving off that be mysterious type shit. You know that, I ain't gonna say the word, but give off that mysterious lifestyle. And Biggie following it because, I ain't gonna say that word. He wanted to basically kiss ass up until he was better than the person putting him on game. I hate how, not gonna say the word, they act. And then, you know, you want to get mad when people call you fake. Don't get mad because Pop was basically a real version of what I want to say. And you couldn't handle that. Certain people, that was a prime testament of real versus fake, and he couldn't handle that shit. Like how you do, we sat there and watched. That's why I don't see why people. Fuck the music, bro. I gotta talk about it, bro. Fuck the music for a second, dude. You literally, I don't give a damn about you. You know, yeah, you can be listed as one of the greatest rappers. Cool, whatever. But you was fake. Like, you weren't real, bro. You was moving. You treated your homeboy like this was like some street shit. That wasn't cool, bro. Like, you literally treated them like another customer, like another client that you serving. That's dirty. Because listen to this, a lot of shit he's saying makes sense. Because it was always, one thing about everybody's story was that Pop always heard something in jail. And then it was everybody's story always resonated about, well, don't hang around this person, don't hang around this person. Why? Because even every time you see, like every movie they got or every interview they got portrayed him saying, why you say that, Biggie? And he was like, he always held back from telling them. He legit held back from telling this dude. Like he just thought. And then when I listened to it, it was one thing I heard. I think it was like one little interview I heard from Biggie. Like one little thing. It probably wasn't even the whole interview. He was like, he basically had expectations that Pop would have caught on. And I'm like, nigga, these yo niggas, how you, I go to California right now, which is funny because I was getting ready to plan a trip. I go to Cali right now, my homeboy might tell me don't go to this out of town. Okay, genuinely, yeah, you aware of that, but you know most of the time you know this person ain't about that life. I know how to move. So you telling me that is irrelevant. But the thing about it is, Big knew after it happened too. and you still was on some weird shit, but get mad because Pac said you can't see him in the hospital, you can't see him in jail, you can't see him here. Now you want to look crazy. He gave you plenty. He just literally said, I can believe that. Because we seeing the aftermath of, oh, he ain't let Big in the hospital. Damn, that's messed up. He just wanted to go see him. Nah, fuck that. What happened in between? What was the conversation in between? Because I could believe Pac was really trying to reach out to him like, Big, who shot me? He literally went upstairs to the back up there and asked them boys, like, nobody looking at that. What was the conversation like when he was shot? And they upstairs trying to ask him what he doing. He was like, no, y'all set me up, y'all da-da-da. Okay, he might have been delusional or whatever whatever y'all bullshit y'all would say, but what was the conversation after the fact? Like, he ain't just automatically just say Biggie can't come see him. I mean, because somebody said, man, somebody did some fire. First thing I'm doing is calling them like, bro, who set me up with my mind right? That was fucked up. That's why I took sides. Because Biggie, why would you? I have not seen anybody give Biggie clarity yet. Nobody. It was always, he just brushed it under the rug. That's why I was like, you showed you was fake. Then every time Pop popped up on you, he popped up on you when the media was there and everything. He was like, what's good? Suge might have been there, but Suge was loyal as far as making sure, that gang shit. That's understandable. But Pop realistically came up to you and say, what's good? Like, you keep hiding, ducking, dodging, and you got a nerve to try to beef and try to, make songs and shit. I don't give a damn. They said who shot you was before Pac got shot, but fuck that. What they say? It's almost like he enforced it just because he felt attacked. He's like, oh, you want to do that? All right. Why you do that though? If I knew I was in the wrong in the first place, why would I amplify the fire?
Wow. So that's how I knew who shot me, what happened, and everything. They mad because I know what happened. That's why they all, it's Biggie and them, they're not riding. That's why what I'm doing,
And if that wasn't enough, you had an audacity to be bragging. So the first person, I seen one person had the fucking nerve to disrespect Pac. He gonna say, well, he didn't directly say it, but it was he was getting to it. He gonna say why Pac didn't slide if he knew who shot him. First of all, you don't know what happened. They not finna broadcast who they shot. That'd be my thing. These new generation people are freaking weird, bro. Why am I telling you who I shot? Especially back then, man. I ain't finna get into what what I know at the end of the day, he did whatever he did because he knew what to do, how to move or whatever. And on top of that, he was with whoever that was. I said, I don't even want to hear it. Like, no, don't try to talk. Don't try to. Well, but he did it. No. That's like me being in a room full of bank robbers, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm finna steal from a grocery store. And you trying to tell me, well, I ain't seen your house get filled up with any snacks and nothing. I ain't see. You don't know what happened. You don't know what. Alright.
I know what I'm doing. I'm destroying him. I fucked his wife. I'm fucking him in the game. I'm destroying him. He lives by the rules of the game. He lives off a mafia image. I'm bringing him, showing how he totally disregarded the rules of the game, and he's everything but a mafia nigga.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think he really smashed. I think he might have did certain things well. Cause if I'm beefing with somebody, I would exaggerate it too. I would make you pissed. It's one person I know right now. I made his ass mad as hell. Cause I ain't gonna get into that though, but it was funny. Dude was mad. He was pissed, and I said, you can still see about me, nigga. But anyway,
you reinventing it.
Right, I'm showing it. You know what I mean? If anybody's a mafia nigga, me, nigga. I fucked your bitch. I took 5 shots. I went in your crew. I just what? I went to New York. They don't do shows out here. I did Saturday Night Live. Y'all forgot? Live in New York, where everybody knew I was gonna be there on stage, no problems. Went to the clubs, everything. In the middle with my West Side ride. You know what I mean? Because I'm real about it. I don't hate New York, but if y'all don't understand it, then fuck you. You get rolled over too. Because I I hear y'all. I was in jail and I heard what they were saying on the radios. You know how we got the wake up show?
Shit,
Right. You know, they got their own shows. They got their little mix shows with Red Alert and this nigga and that nigga and what's his name? Flex. And I swear to God, dog, they used to diss the West Coast. They had these commercials where they be like, hey, dog, what's up, dog? And I used to be like in jail in New York on my radio, like, oh, shit. You know how you would feel if you heard your homeboy went home and just clowned you? And I was like, oh, man. Oh, and all my homeboys like, yo, Puppy just did a show out here. I was like, how was it? It's like, good, we gave him love, we gave him this, we gave him that. He was talking all this unity shit, but then when they go home,
They be popping
Q-Tip,
shit.
they made all these underground tapes dissing us.
Q-Tip?
Yes, Q-Tip.
Tip me on some
So
shit.
then when niggas ride back, then they want to talk about the culture and be hip-hop-ish again.
Yeah.
But that's not fair. How you gonna be bold? And that's what they all do. They all play bad at.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Wait, that last sentence he just said resonated so high. I felt a part of me when I be going through the stuff I be going through, whether it be a word or people I be beefing with, like here and there. I'm like, bro, I came to you respectable. I was real. I was 100. I did this, that. And people were like, it don't, I swear to God, you will always be the villain to somebody. You will always be the villain to somebody, no matter how much of a superhero you are. To somebody, when you do that one thing, you will be forever labeled as a super villain to them, just because of that one thing, and they will forever treat you dirty. He literally, I could feel it, bro. I could feel he came off like being humble, whatever, because the way his music was, man. Like music, personal lifestyles. Hell, he used to hold like I think he tried to reinvent like the Panthers and all that other stuff, man. He did a lot of stuff. You don't hear, man. I'm just saying, you can see the comparison, bro, with the person he beefing with. Like that's crazy. Then my thing is, he's sitting here trying to unify people, and everybody, ironically, was trying to paint him in a negative picture. That right there, like most of the stuff the media was contrasting, like with the courts, the judges, and the people trying to set them up. And dude, why would you try to get down like somebody? I mean, get down on somebody like this, bro. He was really trying to promote change, and he ironically, literally made a song called Change. And they, like, everybody like started dissing him out the blue. Like, how you just gonna say you don't like somebody like Pac? That's crazy. Pac didn't even care to be around y'all. Most of these people approached him. That's what I think be the most disrespectful thing. That's why I feel like that resonated with me a lot. Don't come to me and be wanting to start shit. How you come to me, start shit, and I'll retaliate and you get mad? What?
Same thing for the Fugees. They just dissed me on the air on MTV.
Fugees diss you?
They're not personally dissed the West Coast. They introduced my finger as like California love. The East Side is the best side. I seen them. All them niggas was talking about how much they respect me and love me. See, I hate that. Because I be dead serious.
It's one thing when they say
Now Chino XL is talking about. He got a rhyme where, you know how you always got these little metaphors. He say, you'll get fucked like Tupac did in jail. Now I'm telling y'all beforehand, off the air, I'm gonna beat this nigga's ass. And everybody's gonna be talking about how wrong I am and how I haven't changed. But what am I supposed to do when a nigga disrespected my manhood like that? See what I mean? It's like I can't get out the game. Just like I'm saying, just like Scarface and that Carlito's way. I want to be legit. We got restaurants coming.
You got them biggest supporters. Biggest supporters always talking about something. But he was really trying to, like, you know, that was part of that was really his homeboy. He really tried to make stuff right, bro. Like, my thing is, bro. Oh my, you know Pac is a real. You know Pac real. You know he real. Why would he lie about this shit? That's one thing. That's like Kevin Gates. That's why Kevin Gates like to reiterate, and he renunciates everything he says when somebody asks him a question. I know y'all notice that whenever he get asked a question, he like to make sure there's no confusion when he responds. I don't expect Kevin Gates to ever like just be on some fake shit. So why would you? So you know Tupac on his shit. Why would I lie? That's what I'm saying. Like the phone calls, he's basically telling you every phone call he done had with this dude, or every interview or whatever he done had or seen, and he like, well, Biggie basically dissed me after the fact, and I was like, so you set me up, you didn't have my back, you always doing this, You wouldn't shit. I had to put you on. You lied to me, lied about me, talked shit about me, laughed in my face, well, behind my back. Basically, like, didn't inform me about my livelihood. I mean, the safety of my livelihood. You didn't help me out with that. And you still talking shit. Then want to deny it when people ask him, well, you know, what's going on? That, oh man, I want to say, oh my God. And they say he wrong. That's so fucked up. And he only in his 20s. Oh man, bro. That, oh my God. But to have the whole world look, and he really got like grown men, like women and children. Yeah, people looking up to him. They thought he was the GOAT. This man sitting here like blatantly lying. Damn. And the stupid part about it is, no matter how much I break this down, it's always gonna forever be a Biggie fan. I ain't saying you ain't gotta like it. I ain't saying don't like his music, but that's why I said earlier, fuck the music for a second. Like, that's disrespect. That's how the bro, that'll make me not like your music. Like, hands down. The fuck is wrong with you? Like, that's weird. But New York niggas always be on that we real and we all this. So he just come off as a fake New Yorker to me. That shit wrong, cause why would I make this up? All this shit that pops, I can't make up a Zilopod. You don't even know what it is, cause it don't exist. So why would I bring it up if it don't exist? That's what I'm saying. This real person is like, he providing facts, and all Biggie was doing at the time was hiding. I don't even want to get into a Biggie interview because I know it's cap. Because I know there's a lot of interviews that he had. It was always, I always seen like a lot of thumbnails. I just typed it in by accident one day. Not by accident, but I was just playing with some stuff because I think I was looking at, people was remixing, you know, that people just throw in like little monologues and shit. But yeah, every little thumbnail I seen, Biggie was in there with, I think, Puff. So I'm like, what's this man, like your puppeteer? The hell?
With Alanis Morissette, me, Snoop, Sugar, Alanis Morissette open up a restaurant.
Alanis is nice.
I'm doing a soundtrack.
Cool.
My first soundtrack. I'm the music supervisor for this movie I'm doing. I got Alanis on there, Michelle, Incalacia, whatever her name. all these alternative stars, no rap. All this shit coming up. But what's gonna reign supreme in '96 and '97 is the ride I'm doing. And it's not even like, I feel like I'm doing it for hip hop. All I'm trying to do is get the imposters out. I remember Biggie sleeping on my couch. I remember begging bitches to fuck him.
You want to sit here and there and start shit. First of all, no, we doing this just for a few more seconds. You want to sit here and tell people Tupac was getting fucked in jail. All right, nah, let's go. Let's put it out there. You felt comfortable about doing that, let him talk his shit now. Let's put facts out there. Cause Biggie, we all remember that when you know he did whatever, you got kicked out your mom's house and you had nowhere to go. We ain't laughing at that, but we just like, be real for a second, cause we was all there when you literally had to make a come up. So why you laughing at Pac when he just trying to make sure his image is painted in the right way? Let him talk your shit, Pac. Like, that's so fucked up. And the sad part is he come from actually both of them came out the same way. Cause I remember Pac said his mom, he had to leave, him and Sip had to leave his mom, they had to stay with his folks. And I think Baltimore or something. And he basically had to, he basically was homeless. So, you know, Big, that's sad. Y'all literally came from the same place. They both Geminis, all that good shit. Really, realistically, they had the same mind state up till, because everybody switch when they get that money. But everybody act different when they have this position or that position. Dude literally put you on blast, bro, and I don't even feel bad about it. Yeah, your dumb ass slept on my couch, nigga. Like, I don't know, I feel passionate about it because it's not just because of Pop my bro. It's just like, damn, bro. Big, I want to be a Biggie fan. I really wanted to, because I'm like, the top 10 people, you don't see no problem with the person, you don't see that. You start going down a little list, like, I don't see this wrong with, I don't see that wrong with, I like the music dope. People get to asking about his personality, you like, well, he cool. But then you got shit like this. Now I can't even be like you couldn't pay me to be a Biggie supporter, because that was fucked up. That's fucked up, bro. Like, you needed my help, and you talk about me, diss me, try to get me, like, killed. Oh, man. Then knowingly, like, I'm trying to redeem myself. I want to go see Pac in the hospital. I want to go check up on him, respond to phone calls. And when I feel like it, I'm going to tell him I'm going to get back to him. Tell him I'm going to call him back. Why you always talking? He did faith. I remember he did faith like that and look here like that. I'm like, bro, the fuck is wrong with you, dog? Like, but you want to get mad when people retaliate though, cause he just said it. So he ain't got nothing to do with what I'm thinking, and he just said it. That's just disrespectful as hell, bro.
Yeah. So Big Papa don't mean nothing to me. He know it. He know it. That's why he can't fight me. That's why he can't battle me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can make songs talking exactly about him, and he can't talk about me because he know. I'm the one that used to buy him champagne. All that shit he talking, that was me buying him that. He talking about my lifestyle with his album. Because when he was doing his album, he was broke, nigga.
Wow.
I was having money. The shit he talking about was my life. Thug life. That's what he talking about. All that Junior Mafia, them niggas was young motherfuckers that used to hang around that I used to give money to get on the train to go home at night. Little Caesar and all of them.
And Kim and all that.
Yeah, so now they rapping against me, and you can imagine how I fucking feel. When I got arrested in New York, I got arrested for Biggie. Them guns in my room was Biggie's guns because them cowards left the room when they heard the police was downstairs, and everybody left their guns in my room. So I got 4 guns in my
Oh my God. Pac, you ain't got to say no more, bro. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. So oh my God. Oh my God. It just keep adding up, bro. Like.
Serial number.
But niggas be like, he more street than Pac. You let him lead so you blatantly. That should have been a red flag for me. So you off the rip, you already done exposed yourself and showed me you were willing to set me up. Y'all gonna leave y'all guns and dip. Oh, this Pac crib, like put this in there. I can only even imagine how the conversation went. You left your straps in my damn crib, and Pac had to do something about it. And it's not even my fucking responsibility. This dude rich, and y'all sitting here playing around like that. And oh man. What?
Scratched out, and I did not snitch. I took that case.
Wow.
So you can imagine how I feel when I'm in jail for that case.
They not even your fucking guns, and you took the bid for this dude, and they want to talk shit. And he said, "Let's see, he got sickle cell or some shit, bro." Like, you wow, bro.
He out there living a mafia lifestyle, giving me no money, giving me no respect, giving me no tribute. Rolling with my road dog who was there when I got shot. I mean, come on, man. I'm not paranoid. I'm not paranoid. Y'all niggas know what time it is.
Yeah. I mean,
what it is that them East Coast drug dealers got them niggas under extortion. I came and fucked up everything. Because I dissed them niggas in the Daily News. They put a hit out on me. When the niggas tried to rob me, which is all they wanted to do, I knew what they told me. That's what they was telling me. Pop, they was sending me messages through my closest road dog saying, "Pop, why did you fight them? They was just coming to take your shit." But I wasn't letting nobody take my shit, and I was strapped that day. That's what I couldn't put in the bottle. I had two double Glocks on me. And when I pulled for my shit, that's when I got shot. And the reason I knew my homeboys set me up is because my homeboys knew I was strapped. The dudes came straight for me. My homeboys is behind the niggas. Like, they running for swag. My homeboys behind the niggas, and they didn't do nothing. They knew I was strapped. All they had to do was grab the nigga. And I could bust. But they got guns, so these niggas are coming for me, and these niggas just sitting there. And they say, "Get," and these niggas drop to the floor. I knew it was a setup.
Wow, bro.
Nobody come downstairs to after them shot.
And then after you shot, after you shot, you went up there, they looked at you like you was a ghost?
Yo, when I walked upstairs, swear on everything I love, I seen it in their eyes. I could never describe this look until you get shot and you see it yourself. Niggas looked at me like this. I walked out the elevator, because I walked out the elevator, I didn't know I was shot in my head or nothing. I wasn't, they said in the vibe.
I can say this, though. People that be talking that shit, when the pressure come, folks be folding. Man, folks will fold so quick that they be so, yeah, I'll shoot somebody real quick. Yeah, I'm with them. As soon as that pressure come, they fold. I've seen a couple of damn people I've never.
Y'all to say is this nigga is raw. I got shot 5 times, came upstairs, did not know I had got shot 5 times. I thought I only got shot once.
Yeah, dude, sound like you got a lot on your chest.
Oh my God. It's been so long since the Bays heard from you.
And that's why I'm
straight
giving
from
it to you straight raw, because you got to go back and tell them the shit that we ain't recorded. I'm giving you that, not to tell them the specifics, but you know when somebody calls you and go, yo, why did you, you know, they go, trust me, we talk to them, we know, blam, blam, blam. Now y'all know, you know what I mean? Just like they niggas on their radio stations know. Because what I was mad at is that we didn't have a radio station like that. Me and Snoop got an okay from 92.3 to start West Side Radio. But I don't want to do it unless it's right. What I really just wanted, I was just proving the point again. I want our radio stations to be true to us, and we'll be true to y'all. Tell us. Nigga, if you want that type of love, you better give us some commercials every week. We want new shit like they do on the East Coast.
You know
we want new songs, especially for us.
Did you get the copies of the West Side Radio I gave you? What'd you think?
I love it. That's what I was talking about. That's why now it's not such an important thing for us to do it personally, because somebody is doing it.
Yeah.
But that's all I wanted, was for somebody to have a show like that, because I'm from New York and I know how they shows is. They dope. Everybody loves it.
Yo, we back right here with Tupac, just chopping up a little bit. Can't let you hear everything, some stuff.
Put it down,
yeah. My man definitely putting it down. One more thing about Death Row. Now, how does what's going on with Dre, and how does that affect Death Row as a whole? Now.
Dre's doing his own thing. It don't affect us. My take on what happened was that Snoop was on trial for murder, fighting for his life. Somebody had said that Dre was in the car. The jury believed that. We needed Dre to be there to say he wasn't there. And once they would have saw him, they would have known he wasn't there. And that would have saved Snoop's whole case. Because they would have saw that the witness that had said it was lying. And Dre never showed up. He was too busy. That's how they told me. When they told me that, I was like, well, no matter how dope he is, and Dre's one of my heroes in the music business, but I was like, no matter how dope he is, if he's not down for his homeboy, Snoop, who brought him back when he was just a relic, when niggas was dissing him, you know what I mean? Then I don't want to be a part of him. I don't want to be around him or nothing. Plus, I feel as though what's done in the dark will come to light. It's secrets that everybody's going to find out about, that I don't have to play a hate or dry snitch about, that will come out. You'll find out for yourself, and you'll know why I did it. I swear to God, y'all, I'm living by the rules of the game that y'all, the people, have put down for us to live by.
That's real. Let's talk about other things. Like you told us, you got a soundtrack you working on. You got a new movie, right? Why don't you talk on that?
We got a movie called Gridlock coming out. It's like a mainstream movie. It's me coming back into the theaters with Tim Roth from Pulp Fiction and a gang of other movies. I don't know what the female is, but it's a big name female. I'm the music supervisor for the soundtrack. It's my first chance ever doing something like this. We got Alanis Morissette on the soundtrack. All these big name, alternative, supposedly people who I would never get with. I got them all on the soundtrack to show just what kind of range I got. And I'm putting that kind of soundtrack out, and then I'm putting a rap soundtrack out. And I'm going to do it like a Tupac album, basically, with me doing a whole bunch of solo songs, with Snoop on there doing some songs, Dog Pound, Death Row on there, just to show that, I got a business mind as well as a creative mind, and to show that I also have, besides just rapping, I can do I can make my way in other ways in this business.
That's for real, too. Now, when you work with Janet, I was wondering if maybe you could hook me up with her number if did you pursue it?
Dog, on everything I love. If anybody find Janet, tell her I'm looking for her. That's why I said that shit in my song on My Mind's Made Up, Forgive Me Janet, because I feel like she got her shit all twisted. People that made her my enemy. She ain't my enemy. I ain't mad at her, you know what I mean? But I want her to know that, it ain't even like that, She met me in a time of my life when I was real immature. I was coming up, going through a lot. Now she probably see me in a whole different light. Maybe not, maybe she would, but I want that opportunity. So when I see Janet, I'm going to try to make right what we made wrong.
All right. Well, I'll be right there with you, bro.
Call me, man. I'll call you down here.
Yeah, let's hook that up. Hey, now, I'm going to ask you another question. 5 years from now, where do you see yourself? 5 to 10 years from now, what do you see yourself doing?
I see myself having a job on Death Row, owning stock at Death Row, being an A&R person, an artist that could drop an album like Paul McCartney every 5 years. Not even like Paul McCartney, but there's no rapper who ever did it, so I have no one to use to say like, but, that type of thing where I could just do it at leisure. And, when my music will mean something and I drop deeper shit. That, I have my own production company, which I'm close to right now, doing my own movies, having my own restaurant, which I got right now, with Alanis and Sugar, Snoop, and just expand, starting to put out some calendars. I got publishing company and put out some calendars for charity. I'm gonna start a little youth league in California so we can start playing some East Coast teams and some Southern teams and some, Midwest teams. Have like a little league, like a Pop Warner league, but the rappers fund it, and the rappers are the head coaches. You know what I mean? Have a league where you could get a big trophy with diamonds in it for a nigga to stay drug free and stay in school, and that's the only way you could be on the team. And we have fun and eat pizza and have the finest girls there and throw concerts at the end of it. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by giving back. You know what I mean? Not being who I am, but by using what I got to give back.
All right. And in closing, you got a lot of people, fans that's listening to you right now that don't really get a chance to talk to Tupac up and close and personal like we kicked it today. But if there's anything you want people to know about Tupac, what is it you like to say?
Number one, when I diss y'all, meaning this, I mean like when you come up to me and I'm not giving you the kind of reaction that you think I should be giving you, it's not because I'm ungrateful. It's because I'm nervous. I'm paranoid. I just got out of jail. I've been shot. I've been cheated and lied and framed, and I just don't know how to deal with so many people giving me that much affection. I've never had that in my life. So if I do that, don't take it personal. Try to understand me and see it for what it is. Now I understand what it's truly like to be like, not that I'm a fine ass nigga, but I understand what it's like to be a fine female going to the club and all the guys just rush you before you ready to be rushed. You know what I mean? And everybody's touching you before you ready to be touched. So now I have a better understanding of what it's like to be a woman. But I also have a better understanding on fans not making me do things. I'm going to do it because I love y'all, because I do appreciate what you did. But when you make me do it, I don't want to do it. I don't care how many albums you bought. You know what I mean? My fans to me are people who follow me and is down for me, understand me, and no matter what people say, they know me because they know my actions. They follow me through my career. Not people who just bought my album, because I buy albums all the time, but I just buy it to listen to. You know what I mean? And if you buy my album, you bought it for the music. You didn't buy it for when you see me, I just break down and start eating you out. You know what I mean? So I don't like that. Don't start, extorting me for your autograph and shit. You know what I mean? I'm real. I give autographs when I want to, not because I'm all that, because I'm tired. And I want to be in this game for a long time. I don't ever want to hate the fans. And that's what these other niggas do. See, they might give you autographs all the time, but they hate you. And they don't even look at you like people. I do look at you like people. That's why I feel as though I could look you in your eye and go, yo, I don't feel like doing that right now. I don't feel like signing the autographs. And you should understand, because I'm looking at you like a human being. Let's kick it. Let's not take pictures. Let's just kick it. Do that. I want some females to do that. Just come up to me and be like, Pa, look, because every female want to come up to me and be like, I know you think I'm like everybody else, and treat me bad and tell me no. Be the opposite way. Everybody doing that. Everybody trying to show me how much they not attracted to me. Do the opposite. Because, these ghetto girls, these minority women is what I call them. Them the only women I could get. Everybody else scared of me. Their parents telling them not to mess with me. So y'all can't fade me. Y'all can't turn on me. Don't change on me. Stay down for me because I stay down for you. And don't extort me, and let's just do it forever.
Hey, Pop, why don't you talk about the project you're doing with Jodeci right now?
How do you want it?
Man.
My next single is going to be How Do You Want It? America's Most Wanted. Hit 'Em Up. And California Love, the version that people never could buy. You know what I mean? And Hit 'Em Up is the song which is a classic hip-hop record, meaning a straight battle record to all the Bad Boy staff. You know what I mean? From Puffy to Biggie to Lil Kim, all of them. And them too, because they've been talking a lot of shit, and I got them. I got songs to them. I got this song called When We Ride on Our Enemies, and I'd be like, nigga, you barely living. Don't you got sickle cell? See me have a seizure on stage. You ain't living well. Hell, how many niggas want to be involved? See, I was only talking to Biggie, but I'll kill all of y'all.
I don't think I realistically can be for somebody if I got a health problem, bro. Now, all jokes aside, what the fuck I'm gonna say to you? Like, what I'm gonna do to you? I can't rush you. You sickle cell? You beefing with? That's like dude on that Batman movie talking about his son. You want to frame a guy, the richest man, the most powerful man on the planet, and he's a vigilante, and that beats people with his fist every night. Bro, I don't know. Some shit you just shouldn't do.
than ball. And that's the truest shit I could ever have written, because these niggas in Mobb Deep is little kids. When I was in jail, when they came out with that song where they was like, Thug Life, we still living it. You know, in that song that they had, they was talking about, yeah, they was like, Thug Life, we still live. I took it as a diss. So from jail, I'm calling my little homies in Atlanta like, yo, they got a show out there. Get with them busters. So my homeboys rolled them niggas like what Southern niggas was cowards. In the car, like looking forward, like they didn't see my homeboys going, Thug Life, motherfucker, what's poppin'? You know what I mean? So I hate niggas like that. And these are some young busters who's getting souped up by their block to come up against a motherfucker they don't even know.
Yes.
Mobb Deep, you know, like I know, I'll swallow them. Now, if this was somebody I couldn't fuck with, I'll tell you. But Mobb Deep, I'll swallow them niggas.
Real.
I will have a train on them.
You ain't gonna catch a lot of people that's gonna admit that they ops are too powerful. Like, some people just be like, everybody just think they the biggest person. Like, I believe him. Like, he'll point blank tell you that, dude, I don't want no smoke. Like, that's real, bro. He sat there and told them dudes, and they know. They know. I don't even see why people that be with the biggest artists, they just be the entourage be trying to down. They be the entourage be acting like they more popping than the person. Get the fuck out of here.
Niggas, you know what I mean? One of them niggas got sickle cell. He barely breathing. He don't even want to see me. He'll have a fucking seizure. They both weigh like 100 pounds. They don't. My little homies is attacking them. That's why I ain't even addressing the Mobb Deep issue, because they not even on my level. I find it disrespectful that they even think they can attack me on the West Coast. So I don't even address them little buster ass babies. And please print that, because it is on and popping. And when I say it's on and popping, I mean when I see the niggas in the spot, it's on and popping. I'm not one of them fake diss record writing motherfuckers. Only time I won't rush a motherfucker is because he straight up told me he got respect for me. He don't want no drama, because I ain't no bully. I'm not just going to beat no motherfucker up because the crowd want to see it. You know what I mean? If you don't see me rushing them, that means because they bowed down. Now the Mobb Deep fools, they don't want it. Chino, XL, Mobb Deep, Bad Boy, Biggie, Little Caesar, Junior Mafia, all of them is on our hit list, and I'm getting with them. I got a new clique called The Outlaws. They got an album coming out. It's some Jersey dudes keeping that East Coast flavor popping. It's some West Coast dudes, Southern dudes. It's the epitome of what I represent. You know what I mean? I got Big Sight from Thug Life, the solo project. We got How Do You Want It with somebody from people from the Bay. Got Nina Hartley from the Bay, Champagne, all porno stars. It's the big time shit. Then we just did a video for America's Most Wanted, which is a classic diss video. We got a Biggie, we got Piggy, we call her P.I.G. in the video, and Buffy in the video, and it's just dope. People gonna be talking about that video because, you know, I'm dissing them niggas. And
who was that asked me about? Who was that was telling me about when Tupac said "Rest in Peace, Biggie Smalls"? It was like it's another Biggie. Like, cause a few, it was like three people that came to me that day. Like, who? Another Biggie. Like 3 or 4 people came to me and said, who y'all was talking about? The Biggie? I don't know.
You Want is just the dirtiest, nastiest video I've ever done. I got a Playboy version, a regular version. We got nudity, everything. It's just the most amazing video you ever see. We doing that. We doing a video for All Eyes on Me. I Ain't Mad at You. All About You.
Oh, yes.
You know, I got all the money in the world, so we finna put it out. Not me personally, but the record company. So we definitely behind the project, and we gonna put it out. Then after get real slow, I'm gonna release a home video with like Ambitions as a Rider and a couple of the hardcore songs.
That's my favorite one. That's the one I listened to over. And track number 1 on the first disc. That's my song.
I just did a remix for What's Your Phone Number, which is like I did all new lyrics. I took that MC Light beat that she got out, Keep On Moving Up. Did a remix off of that with that. It's so freaky.
What's Your Phone Number? That sounds familiar, but I don't know if I heard that one though.
Will not believe it. I got a whole new album out ready that I'm just holding for the soundtrack. All clean, all positive, all in the verge of like Keep Your Head Up, Britta's Got a Baby, that type of stuff. You know, just to show the range I got. You know, I put out a hardcore double album, and now I'm gonna put out an introspective, like a Me Against the World Part 2, because that's what I think my fans is looking for, and I know what you're looking for, and I just want to do. As long as you supported my plan, which you have, now I'm gonna show you that I appreciate it. I'm gonna give you the album. You ain't even got to pay a lot. Now, the double album is not a lot. All them songs is not a lot. You know what I mean? It was straight love, just to show that rappers could do whatever we want to.
Yeah, you want to ask about like Rapper Forte?
Oh yeah, that's what it is. That's good. That's okay. All right. Hey, yo, Pac, you gave a lot of love back to some Bay Area artists like E40, Forte, you know, Two Down, the whole crew. Talk about what made you decide to work with them.
because I can't always be in the Bay. And I know how the Bay is. The Bay is the type of people, man, if you ain't there, they gonna talk about you. So I want them to know I love you, I feel you, I'm representing for you. So I know I got a certain amount of acclaim and everything, so I bring the Bay with me. I know E40 is what I was when I was with Digital Underground. He is the Bay right now. You know what I mean? Him and Forte. So I get them on my album and that represent the Bay. And it shows that we still all love and still all good, and we, by us being the representatives, we bring the Bay where we go. You know what I mean? And Forte, he always been raw to me, and I like his style. When I was in jail, I used to listen to his stuff. So when I got out, we clicked, we did the song. Now he in jail, and I got to do what he did for me. When I was in jail, he used to send out shout-outs and say I support me and everything. Now I support Forte. Everybody pray for him and send letters, and I hope the brother get out of jail as soon as possible and get back to his chips. Because you know it's all a struggle for every young black man. Forte, you know how it is. Only God could judge us.
All right, let's end it, huh?
Okay.
That was your drop.
Wait,
hold on, let me say.
Go ahead and end it.
All right.
Was there anything else that you wanted to cover?
No, I'm straight.
Okay.
Yo, we've been sitting here talking with Tupac, and you know, like I said in the beginning of our conversation, I want to commend you on all your accomplishments, and not only that, the fact that you've had all these obstacles and demons that you had to deal with, but for some reason, you know, you've been blessed enough to prevail. You know, no matter what y'all believe or what you hear from the media, this brother got his head together, and I have no doubt in my mind that he's always going to come out on top. And I appreciate you letting us come down here, brother.
I appreciate y'all giving me the opportunity to clear all that stuff up. And I'm going to represent for y'all, and I'm going to always give you the opportunity to ask me whatever questions you want to ask me, whatever way you want to ask me without me tripping. And on the same token, I want y'all to always, just when I give you the story now, it's up to you, because you are our reporters. It's up to you to give it without putting me in jail through what I told you, you know what I mean, without giving out the facts. It's up to you to let the people know what's really popping, what's really going on.
So what we going to do, we going to play back what we recorded the way you said it, you know, so it'll be Tupac words, all right? All right, thanks again, man.
Don't be one of them fake reporters like he been seeing and have done to him, bro. But look, that's the end of today's video. Finally wrap that one up, man. Shoot, hey, that's it. I'm out.
Oh, love, I never looked so good.